Good morning, students. Today we are going to start lesson 2 of English, rumors. The word rumor is a noun. Rumor means a story or statement in general circulation without confirmation or certainty as to facts. When you hear any news or any story, you don't confirm before sharing whether it is correct or incorrect, it is real or fake, it is true or it is false. You just share with the people around you. It is called rumor. Rumor is not a petty matter, it is very serious issue. Even in Quran, Allah Almighty says about rumor, "O you believe, O you who believe," means O Muslims, if a fasik means liar, an evil person, comes to you with any news. If a person, a liar, brings any news to you, verify it. Just confirm it before sharing with someone. Confirm it whether it is true or false, lest you should harm people in ignorance. If you don't confirm the news, you can harm people in ignorance. Means sharing of that news without confirmation might be harmful for a particular person, and afterwards you become regretful, and later on you may know that the news which you spread or which you shared with your relative or with your any relation, that was false. Then you can't do anything, because you have already shared it and you cannot take your words back. At that time just you can regret, and you can feel ashamed before that person, and afterwards you become regretful for what you have done. Before we start our lesson, let's read the summary. It is a fable. I have previously told you that fable is a story in which all the characters are animals. It gives us a moral, and it's an imaginary story, not a real story. In the story, a hare is sleeping under a tree. When the story begins, we read that a hare is sleeping under a tree. A ripe fruit falls down and the earth shakes a bit. When the fruit falls on the ground, the earth shakes a bit. As the hare is sleeping, he feels that the earth is going to break. The hare gets up in surprise, starts running and shouting, "The earth is breaking apart! The earth is breaking apart!" These are the words of hare. On the way, some other animals who hear him also start running and shouting. A lion nearby asks them the reason for all this. After listening the whole story, they go to that tree. A ripe fruit falls again and shakes the earth in the same way. The lion laughs and advises them not to listen the rumors because they are often untrue. Some instructions are given here. During reading, you will focus on your book. Hold your pencil or highlighter to underline the nouns, circle the verbs, square the adjectives. Words meanings of difficult words. Meanings of difficult words are given at the end of this lecture. You will write down the meanings in your notebook. Let's start the reading. One day a hare was sleeping beneath a tree. Beneath means under. A big ripe fruit fell down with a loud thud. Suddenly, a ripe fruit from the tree fell on the ground and it produced a sound thud. Thud means the striking sound. When some object falls on the when an object falls on the ground, it produces a sound that is called thud that shook the ground, and the earth seemed to be shaking due to the fall of fruit. The hare jumped up in surprise and started running. As he ran, he shouted, "The earth is breaking apart! The earth is breaking apart!" These are the words of hare. When we write the exact words of someone, we use inverted commas. You can see here commas like this, and here at the end of sentence. These are called inverted commas. They are put around the sentence or the particular exact words of a person. A deer saw the hare running. What is the matter? On the way, a deer saw the hare that he is running and shouting, "The earth is breaking apart." The deer asked the hare, "What is the matter?" Again, "what is the matter" are the exact words of deer. That's why inverted commas are put over here around the sentence, in the beginning and at the end of sentence. "The earth is breaking apart," said the terrified hare. Terrified means scared, afraid. And the deer too began to run. Deer didn't confirm the news whether it is correct or it is true or it is untrue. He just started running along, running with the hare. Let's underline the verbs, underline the nouns: tree, hare, fruit, ground, the earth, deer. And these are the nouns on this page. Next, let's circle the verbs: sleeping and fell, shook. Shook is the second form of shake. Shake means move, to move. Jumped, started, breaking, shouted, saw, and asked. These are the verbs. Let's square the adjectives. Big, ripe. These are two adjectives together. Big, ripe. You will make two square over here. Loud is an adjective. Terrified is also an adjective. Let's read the next paragraph. This begin is also a verb. To run is infinitive. A rhinoceros saw the hare and the deer running. What is the matter? Rhinoceros is the third animal. First one was the hare, second the deer, and the third is rhinoceros. He also asked them what was the matter. "The earth is breaking apart," they said, and the rhino too began to run. He also didn't confirm the matter and started running with them. Next, a tiger saw the hare, the deer, and the rhino running. "What is the matter?" she asked. "The earth is breaking apart," they said, and the tiger too began to run. So now four animals are running. Let's underline the nouns. The deer, earth is also noun. rhino. Rhinoceros is also a noun. A tiger. And that's all. Circle the verbs. Asked, breaking. These words are repeatedly used in the text. And begin is also a verb. There is no adjective on this page. When four animals were running and shouting, "The earth is breaking apart," there was a lion nearby. A lion sleeping in a nearby cave heard the animals thundering by. The lion heard them shouting and making a noise. "What is the matter?" Again, these are the words of lion, so they are put inside the commas. He asked. "The earth is breaking apart," said the animals, panting for breath. Panting means quick, short breaths. Panting for breath. But the earth seemed quite solid beneath the lion's feet. Lion heard the story, and he felt that the earth under his feet was very solid and the earth was not breaking. Solid means hard. Who started this rumor? The lion asked them who started the rumor. It was the rhino, said the tiger. Tiger replied that rhino was running. It was the deer, said the rhino. And rhino pointed towards deer, that the deer was running and I saw him and I started running. It was the hare, said the deer. And deer then said that he saw the hare running. Then all the animals looked at the hare. Let's underline the nouns: a lion, cave, animals, again the earth. Breath is also a noun. Feet. Rumor is also noun. Tiger, rhino, deer, hare, deer, animals here. All these are naming words. Let's circle the verbs: sleeping, heard, breaking, panting, seemed, started, asked, and looked. These are the verbs. And again there is I think no adjective on this page. No, nearby. Nearby is the adjective. Let's make square around it. Nearby. Let's see what happens next. It's all true, he said. Now here said, it was all true. I heard the terrible means horrible noise with my own ears and felt the earth tremble. Tremble means shaking, moving. Now the here is telling the lion that he himself heard the noise. In fact, the noise was of falling apple, and the earth was not trembling. But he said that he heard the noise and he saw the earth, felt the earth trembling. Trembling means shaking, moving. Then he took them to the spot. Spot means to that particular place where he had heard the noise. Just all animals reached the tree, and other big ripe fruit fell to the earth with a loud thud. Now they all together went to that place to observe the surroundings and to see what the reality was. When they reached there, another apple fell down the earth, fell down, and it also created the third sound. The lion understood the whole story. The lion laughed and said to the hare, "The earth isn't breaking apart. You only heard this fruit hitting the ground." Then the lion told them that the sound the hare had heard was not the sound of breaking of the earth. In fact, that was the sound of fruit hitting the ground. The lion turned to everyone and said, "This advice I give to you: don't listen to rumors. They are often untrue." Then at the end of story, the lion advises all the animals that they shouldn't listen to rumors, because rumors often prove to be untrue. Let's read words meanings. Surprise, shock, shook, moved, terrified, scared, breaking apart, breaking into pieces, matter, problem, thundering, a loud noise, tremble, to shake, thud, fall with a heavy sound, seemed, looked. Students, you will read this story and write words meanings in your notebook. You will also underline the nouns, circle the verbs, and square the adjectives. Thanks.